Willie Nelson is one of country music's original bad boys, but the outlaw image he presents on stage and in his music isn't too different from the real Willie Nelson. Here are all the times a country star has been busted. Willie Nelson is known for a few things: country music, long hair, and smoking a whole lot of marijuana. The musician's love of weed began in 1981 when he suffered a collapsed lung while swimming in Hawaii. As he recalled in his 2021 memoir, Willie Nelson's Letters to America, Nelson threw away his cigarettes after the incident and replaced them with 20 joints.
And I haven't smoked a cigarette since.
However, Nelson's weed habit has also gotten him into a fair amount of legal trouble. Nelson's first marijuana charge came in Dallas in 1974. 3 years later, he traveled to the Bahamas where he was caught with weed in his jeans. The country singer was thrown in jail as a result. He allegedly snuck a six-pack of beer into his jail cell and had to be hospitalized for drunkenness upon his release hours later. Nelson was subsequently banned from the country, but the charges were later dropped. According to Wide Open Country, Nelson's friend, President Jimmy Carter, reportedly congratulated him on getting out of trouble.
Bob Dylan has been one of my best friends, along with Willie Nelson.
Nelson managed to keep a low profile throughout the 80s, but was busted again in 1994. The singer was driving in Waco, Texas, when police pulled him over and spotted a joint in his ashtray. He was pulled over again in 2006 while traveling to former Governor of Texas Ann Richards' funeral. The police found 1.5 pounds of marijuana and 3 ounces of hallucinogenic mushrooms on his tour bus. As a result, Nelson was sentenced to 6 months of probation. Nelson's most recent drug bust came in 2010. He was stopped in Sierra Blanca, Texas, by the notoriously strict Hudspeth County Sheriff, Arvin West. According to Wide Open Country, West found 6 ounces of marijuana on Nelson's tour bus. Nelson recalled the incident during a 2011 interview with Rolling Stone, saying, "I had forgotten that there was this little bag of weed on the bus that had been in the back there for weeks when I had been gone. Naturally, when they stopped us there, the dogs came on, and the first thing they went to was that little bag of pot back there."
Man, I remember when a dime bag cost a dime.
Nelson was briefly jailed before posting the $2,500 bail. However, the country star faced some controversy due to his alleged special treatment in the case. According to Wide Open Country, prosecutor Kit Bramblett joked that he would let Nelson off if he sang one of his songs in court. Nelson ultimately ended up paying a $500 fine to avoid a 2-year jail sentence. However, in 2012, Judge Becky Dean Walker rejected Nelson's prior agreement with the prosecution and reopened the case. According to Texas Monthly, Dean Walker told a journalist, "If that was the guy on the corner, you can damn sure bet he would be charged with a felony. I don't have anything against Willie Nelson, I just think that it's not fair." As of 2023, the case remains open. However, Nelson saw a silver lining in regards to his 2010 arrest, writing in his memoir, "Every time we got busted, something good came out of it." According to Nelson, the good that came out of it was the public's increased awareness of unfair jail sentences. He also agreed with the judge that he was being given preferential treatment simply because of his status. In Willie Nelson's Letters to America, he even compared his treatment by the legal system to that of many Black Americans, who are often treated unfairly. The country star wrote, "Across our nation, there was more awareness and then resistance to long and unjust jail sentences. Over the years, Black Americans have been 4 times more likely to get arrested than their white neighbors. White or Black, those sentences destroy lives and families, and it costs tax dollars to lock people up for nonviolent crimes." But Nelson had optimism as well when talking about the current state of marijuana in the United States, adding, "I believe that within a decade, medicinal and recreational marijuana will be legal in all 50 states."